Would be interesting if both Captain Salmon and Woofley manages to make their way back, because it would be very similar to match 1. I mean, there's no way it could be the same as match 1 anymore, because Clear Vision was in match 2. But it would be pretty funny if that were to actually happen, right? You just get one of the matches at the start as the grand finals later on. I would find that amusing, personally. Yeah, the players are just driving a little bit, but this map has been vetoed out, and we're just waiting for one of the players right now. Looks like Tank Trindamir, aka Tatu, is here and ready. I'm assuming all the other players are ready as well. Just double, triple, quadruple check, you know? You don't want to not be ready while everybody is just driving away. That would be unfortunate. But yeah, we'll just be looking at the tracks as we go through the round. At the end of the day, you know, I don't know if you've seen the matches beforehand. If you haven't, I'll be making sure those VODs will be up, so you can watch those matches even after this. Yeah, you might know the results if you catch it all to the end. But there were some great races in there, and I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't already. So, Yoyutu is the map we will be kicking it off on today. We haven't seen this map today, in fact. This is the first time we'll be seeing Yoyutu. I did drive it myself a bit casually, but this is going to be it. So I'm going to get my face out of the way, and I'm going to let the players warm up. Tatu is not happy. Not this. Doesn't realize this map was actually one he wanted to veto, but here we are. We are driving Yoyutu. Yoyutu starts off with a bit of a dirt section with a sneaky little patch of ice at the end of it. Jumping into this grass section with a no steer block. You just got to make sure you line yourself up, because you get the reset block right afterwards. Well, most of the track as it is right now isn't very dangerous. The dangerous part is coming up right here, right now. The 180 ice wall. This is make or break, right? You can easily oversteer or understeer, and even if you make it through the checkpoint, you could fly out on the other side. You gotta keep it together. It is very tricky. But if you make it past and get onto this final section, you want to keep your full speed, slide past this wall into this finish. It's gonna be an interesting finish. It's gonna be an interesting finish. But here we go. Players are all warmed up, ready to go. All the wheels have all the traction they need up until the point they hit some ice, at which point they will slide all over the place. But that is neither here nor there. Here we go. Woofley taking the early lead with Captain Salmon and Tuka right behind, with Tank Trindamir, aka Tatu, following behind. And let's make sure we have all the players on an overview. Onto the dirt section they go. Everybody very close to one another. No big mistakes just yet. Great drifts all around. Two players taking the inside, other players taking the outside. And here we go, the ice wall. Let's see how these drifts go. Woofley with the better exit speed. Captain Salmon not really getting a great exit, kind of clipping around, but manages to keep his car straight, but doesn't get over that little hill there. How unfortunate. And it is going to be Tuka with a great slide into first place. Tatu messing up on his own map. I mean, yeah, it's... Sheesh. That's a sheesh. But as we all know, Woofley has a cut, so don't worry too much about it. He'll just win, no problem. But no, here we go. Round number 2. We'll see how the players do. Well, players doing pretty well so far. Nice slidey slides around. We'll keep an eye on Captain Salmon for this one. And see how the race unfolds for him. The captain of Salmon. So far doing a fantastic job in first place, heading into this nice dirt section. Let's see how this slide goes. Does he take the inside or outside? He decides to go inside, getting ready for the 180 wall of ice. Might be oversteering just a tiny bit, but keeps the car straight onto the booster. And let's see if he manages to get over these little humps. No problem. Great drift around the wall of Yep bonks, the Yep poles, and slides on in into first place. Great round all around. None of the players making any major mistakes, very close to one another. And Captain Salmon takes a round win. So for no big upsets just yet. All the players very close to one another. We'll see. Maybe the creator of the map, Tatu, aka Tan Trindamir, will net himself a win. Last time we were following one of the players, they were able to get into first place. Let's see if we can do the same for Tatu. So far, not doing too well. Having a better line out of the grass, however, netting him a nice first place finish. We need to keep doing this. We just need to follow someone and they'll get into first place. It's easy. Tatu taking the inside line onto the 180 wall of ice. Here we go. Slides all around. Hopefully a bit low, but keeping it together. All the players actually doing amazingly well. Hopefully not having the best exit speed. And Tuka, unfortunately, doesn't jump over the little gap there, which is unfortunate. Captain Salmon gets the slide, but has to slow down just a tiny bit, allowing Tatu to take that first place. Here we go. We figured it out. We have solved Trackmania. If you want someone to win, just spectate them. That's it. Don't say their name, though. If you say their name, they're going to crash, and then everything goes wrong. So don't say that. Don't do that. You just got to spectate. That's all. You know what? Let's say Tuka. Let's watch Tuka, and let's see how they perform in the race right now. So far, so good. Look at that. See? It's already happening. It's already working. In first place, we have Tuka. Captain Salmon just a tiny bit behind. Could be anyone's race right away. Not the best of lines into the dirt section, allowing Tatu and Captain Salmon to overtake. But this is not what it's all about. This is what it's all about. This ice wall, the 180. Here we go. Driving along in his nice Porsche. I'm not sure where he got that Porsche from. I'm pretty sure we don't do any brands in Trackmania, but looking pretty good. Let's see if he's able to overtake Captain Salmon and Trindamir. Let's go for the risk. Nice slide, a bit more speed. Has to let go of the gas, allowing Tank Trindamir, aka Tatu, to take first place. Tuka in second, Captain Salmon in third. And Woofley barely able to finish, taking fourth place. Alright, my theory, you know, like it was pretty good. 66% was correct. So I'm still sticking with it. I'm still sticking with the theory. Here we are in Rapid. Rapid, a bit of an unorthodox map with some interesting set pieces. We'll see how the players perform. We'll just have a bit of a warm-up, let the players get all acquainted and, you know, get used to all these lines that they're going to have to take. Initially going all for this little sausage bump. Making sure you keep your gear on this dirt section as you full speed down this corner, jump over this barrier, get the slide on this dirt into this checkpoint. You can go to the right if you do mess up, but if you don't, you're just speeding all the way through this dirt loop-de-loop. Angle your car to get the drift to the left, and this is where things go wrong. You get the quarter pipe up on the road, onto that beam, and getting ready for this final ice slide. Now, we have seen Woofley do an amazing job on this ice slide every single time, honestly. And he just, there you go, masterclass on sliding through that corner from Woofley. So that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. And then 10 minutes, we're going to see the real race. The real race. Just going to take a sip of my water. And we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. So here we go. Tuka, Captain Salmon, Woofley, and Tatu, Mr. Trindamir, the tank, going at it once more. Looking like everyone able to keep their gear pretty well, except for Captain Salmon. But let's hope no bonks happen right now. Good slides all around, keeping their speed. Tuka, very close to hitting the wall right there, but keeps it together, and in fact, in first place right now. Let's look at these slides and the approach to the quarter pipe. Tuka not drifting too well, hits the wall right there. All the other players, Woofley, Captain Salmon, and Trindamir, doing a fantastic job going up the quarter pipe. Nice slides. Again, Woofley just showing his dominance on this slide right there. Nailing in that first place. Definitely great round all around. Unfortunate for Tuka to hit that wall. But them's the breaks, and the points are very close to one another. No more than 4 points between each player, which is a joy to see, honestly. Like, these are the matches you're looking for, right? These close, tight matches, and just fighting for that first place. Tuka taking a nice early lead right now, going into the dirt section. Woefully having to take the safe route, making a mistake earlier on, it seems. But Tatu even further behind, almost 4 seconds. That is massive. And it's up to Tuka to hold on to that first place. But Captain Salmon is hunting. He's like a fish on the ice, trying to get past. I'm not sure what fish do on ice. But it's not good enough, that's for sure, because Tuka just takes first place. Woefully right behind, and Tatu, fortunately, does get the points, though it is a 4th place position for him. Look at that, look at the standings just change! Tatu in first place, but only barely with two players 2 points away. It's looking to be an amazing losers final right now, as we head into round number 3 on a rapid. If my count is correct, maybe it is 4. Sorry if I'm wrong. With Woefully taking the lead this time as we head our way into the quarter pipe once more. Good slides from the 3 players at the front right now. Tuka falling behind a bit, and unfortunately, Captain Salmon not going up the quarter pipe the way you want him to, which is actually going over the wall instead of against it. And Woefully maintaining that first place, getting 10 points on the board. Tatu with 6, Tuka with 4, and Captain Salmon, that mistake really hurt, taking 4th. And again, look at these points. It's going all over the place. It's a joy to behold. It's a joy to behold. Woefully right now, definitely the winner on this track, having 24 points gained so far, but all the players are doing a fantastic job right now going into the final round for Rapid. We'll look at Captain Salmon to see what all the players do. This is a nice bird's eye view, as you say. As I say, in fact. And let's see how this drift goes. Drifting all the way around. Captain Salmon doesn't quite get it. Only Tatu going over. Captain Salmon and Woefully both making mistakes, allowing Tatu to nab himself, so maybe free, not free points. Tuka coming out of nowhere. Tatu not really sure what just happened. Bonks into the wall, has to reset at the checkpoint. I mean, I didn't expect it either, you know, I understand. I was shocked as well. Could have sworn that didn't go too well for Tuka there in that drift, but, you know, here we are. Here we are. What a closer, though. That's how we close out Rapid, and we go on to Kartoy to Roost. With the players very close to one another. We are aiming for 110 points. Once one of the players hits 110 points, it's finalist mode, and I mean, come on. Look at this. 40 points all around. One, you know, a couple with 49 and 45 and 41, which is anything can happen. That's like a round, maybe 2 rounds. And it's a first place, but first place doesn't mean anything when it ain't finalist mode. But this is Kartoy to Roost. Kartoy to Roost has a lot of nice drifts going on. Nice deviation between dirt and road. A lot of the tracks, as you can see, are a mix of dirt and road. But this track has some magnets involved as well. Just taking a look at right here. You got this magnet wall right here with a turn into this dirt section. You want to make sure this dirt section, you get the jump a bit to the left. If you go right, which feels natural, you will fly out, so you don't want to do that. And it's this final section where things can go wrong. You want to make sure you get a bit of a slide on the grass, so you keep traction on the road, because if you just go straight forward, you're going to jump over a little bit. And while you won't crash, you won't go as fast as you would like. And that is detrimental in a, you know, race where you want to go fast. So don't do that. That would be bad. But round 1 starts off, kicks off, and we'll see how many players go inside this, what is it? Slalom. Words just go by me. But it hasn't really done anything about the players at the start, although Tuka just doesn't get the drift right, falling behind on the rest of the pack. Woefully right now taking a commanding first lead. Tuka and Captain Salmon really trying to catch up right now. It's all going to come down to this magnet wall right here. Captain Salmon taking the outside line once more, hoping to get a bit more exit speed, but it's not going to cut it right now because Woefully is still in first place. it's all going to come down to this final section, and let's see if these players are able to keep their traction on the road, and it seems that way. It's just going to be a conga line, the way we've seen it. Woofley in first, Tatu in second, and Captain Salmon in third. Where is... oh no, Tuka unfortunately had to DNF. That is unfortunate. You don't like to see that. Real, this is Trackmania 2020. This is the newest Trackmania game. Here we are. Captain Salmon and Tank, Trindamir, aka Tatu, taking the outside line, while Captain Salmon and Woofley taking the inside. As you can see, it's just a tiny bit faster, but it is somewhat risky. You got to make sure you're good on dirt, because if you're not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So for all the players, honestly, driving amazing lines right now, staying very close to one another, simply a car's length away. And it's Woofley taking the lead once more. It's a question on whether or not he makes a mistake or not right now, because Captain Salmon just couldn't handle the pressure and bonks straight into one of the obstacles after the wall. We're gonna have to see if Woofley messes up this part or not. It looks like he keeps it together. Tuka right behind keeps it together as well, and it's just gonna be another win for Woofley on Kartoy to Roost. And it looks like Woofley is starting to take a lead at this point, but not substantial just yet, not significant as we have seen in previous races. The players are still very close to one another. But if Woofley is able to keep it together, he might be able to carve himself out a nice first place. As he, again, takes this first position on the track. Will he be able to win every single round on the track? As we do play 4 rounds on each map, on each track. And so far he's been able to win 2 out of 2 rounds we've played. This is round number 3. So we'll see. Right now, we do have Tatu and Captain Salmon just a bit more ahead, but honestly, this is negligible, these differences. Although, going out of that wall, Woofley not able to keep the speed up, and Tatu looking to take it, although it's all going to come down to whether or not these players keep their connection with the road a bit. But unfortunately, Captain Salmon loses connection, as you saw. Tuka taking the opportunity and overtaking, allowing him to snipe a second position. And as I just said, Woofley might have been first place a couple times, but there you go. He just drop back to second, and he's gonna have to fight once more. It's not over till it's over, honestly. And all the players right now have opportunity of winning all of this. In fact, you can see very clearly right now how equal these players are between one another. They're just all driving an amazing round right now, and it's really just going to come down to that final section again. We're going to see if these players are able to keep their connection with the road enough. Unfortunately, Woofley trying to go a bit too tight to overtake, a bit too much risk. It's going to cost them. Falling behind into 4th place. Great round from all the players. A bit unfortunate that Woofley, he tried to risk it. You gotta, at some point, and to try to take it back. But unfortunately, no dice. And that is the end of Kartoy to Roost, as we are playing 3 maps. We will be rotating back to the first map, which is Yoyutu. So if you missed Yoyutu the first time around, don't worry. Here we are, back again on Yoyutu, your favorite ice map of the pool. There's a bit of ice. All right, you can see it at the end, right there. It's to the right. That's all the ice. Okay, maybe there's a tiny bit of ice, but you know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But it should be good fun. Should be good fun. Last time we had a nice mix of players coming into first place, so we'll see if the same happens, or if one of the players takes commanding first this time. Well, let's find out. Captain Salmon this time is really probably feeling the pressure, as he is currently behind by almost 13 points. In fact, exactly 13 points. I was just guessing there before pressing on this button that I have, and I was right, 13 points. 15 points from Tatu, but it's gonna be hard. He's gonna have to get a few first and second places to get back into the running. as the bottom 2 players will be eliminated from the tournament. All right, here we go. Players are done warming up, match is kicking off, and let's see who is going to take it. We have none of the players close to finalist mode just yet, so it is still anyone's game, but the points are going up more and more and more, and you know, at some point somebody's going to hit that finalist mode. When it's going to be, I don't know. I can't even guess who it's going to be. Again, these players all have been driving an amazing race so far. And we'll see who is able to stay the most consistent of them all. And here we go, into the ice wall. This is make or break. You can't oversteer or understeer this, as oversteering will net you a wall in the face to the left, and understeering will send you flying over the checkpoint. So you gotta really keep it tight. You got to keep it together. And the final section, make sure you get your drift right, keep the full speed going. And there is a wall at the end, and as you just saw, if you bonk into it, you lose some speed and allow the player behind you to overtake you, which Tuka just did. A nice snipe. Even though he was in 4th place for most of the race, he was able to just nab an extra point there. And Captain Salmon in 4th place. Again, it's really up to Captain Salmon right now to really push for it, risk it, because he can't keep hitting these 3rd and 4th spots with the points he has at this point. Points and points. I'm saying a lot of point. So let's see if my theory works. Just spectate the person we want to see in 1st place, and they will make 1st place. So far, 66% of the time, this was correct. So we're just gonna keep doing it. We're just gonna send our energy into Captain Salmon and hope for a more exciting race. And so far it's working. Tatu is trying to compete, trying to catch up to Captain Salmon, slightly ahead right now, and it's all going to come down to this final slide right here. And it seems like Tatu barely keeps it together. Very close. Well, you know, if it ain't 1st place, I guess I helped out with a 2nd place. You know, inadvertently, we all helped out by watching Captain Salmon drive through that round. And a great round, honestly, from all the players. But all jokes aside, clearly that's not how physics works. These players are all doing this on their own, and they're doing an amazing job of it as well. And it's just a matter of time to see who makes it to the grand finals. Tatu making a bit of an error, falling behind about a 2nd. Now, nothing is lost just yet, but you know, he's got to hope that some of the players make some mistakes for him to get more than just 3 points here. But into the ice slide we go, and unfortunately hits the side of the checkpoint, and he is definitely in 4th place right now. So we'll just keep an eye on Tuta, Captain Salmon, and Woofley, and we'll see who makes it in. We haven't actually been looking at Woofley too much, so after getting that 1st place initially on Kartik Roost and losing it afterwards, it's going to be a question of whether or not he's going to be able to claw his way back up to the top, because as it is right now, he is falling behind, and in 3rd place right now, Tatu at the top with 96 points. He's just gonna have to win 1 race, and then maybe a 3rd spot, 2nd or 3rd spot, and he is in finalist mode, and we will have our 1st finalist. But we still have 2 rounds remaining on UU2, or 1 in fact. Again, it's hard to keep count. It doesn't say anywhere which amount of round we're on, so I just have to remind myself on where we're at. But right now, all the players honestly doing an amazing job. Keeping it together on the track, and onto the ice we go once more. With style, with class, with finesse, and all the players having an amazing exit out of that ice section. Let's see if they manage to make their way around the wall of poles and into the final drift. Are we going to keep these positions the same? We do. It's Tuka taking 1st with Tatu, aka Tank Trindamere, in 2nd, Captain Salmon in 3rd, and Woofley in 4th. Great round from all the players. I believe that was round number 4, in fact. And we move on to one of the earlier tracks we played, which was Rapid. And this, I believe, is where we're gonna find our first finalist. Like, some weird things are gonna have to happen if Tatu does not obtain finalist on this track. But crazier things have happened, so don't count anyone out just yet. As you can see right here, the standings are pretty close. Captain Salmon being able to close the gap a bit with the 3rd spot, but if he wants to get into 2nd, I'm afraid he's going to have to deny some finalists from finishing 1st and just finish 1st himself. Wolfley still in a better spot, just 10 points higher than Captain Salmon right now. It's just it's going to be a tricky one. As it is right now, it's looking like Tatu, aka Tank Tryndamere, and Tuka are set to make finalists in just a couple rounds. So we'll see what happens. We might make it to the next map. This might be the final map. We're gonna find out soon. In the meantime, if you're interested in maybe racing in like the Finnish Trackmania League, you are a Finnish player and you're like, man, you know, I can beat these guys. I can totally take them on. Join the Discord. There's a Discord. I'll leave it tonight to link it. I don't have the link on me right away, but you know, join the Discord. Plenty of Finnish players hanging out and just playing tournaments among each other as well. I mean, I can't really speak Finnish, but it seems like they're having a great time. And from what I can tell, the players enjoyed this, and Season 2 is bound to happen. So get on it while you still can. But into round 1 we go. All the players making their way nicely onto the quarter pipe, over the beam. And into the drift we go. We did see Woofily initially just getting amazing drifts on it, but Tatu just really wants these points and really just nabbed himself the finalist position. And it's up to the other players to deny Tatu from finishing if they want that spot in the grand finals. Now there will be 2 winners, so it isn't completely over if Tank Tryndamere, aka Tatu, makes it out. But you're better off just driving in first place. Driving in first place usually means you win. So keep driving in first place and you will win. It's very simple, honestly. I feel like that's one of those things, you know, they should just do. But I'm getting the hint that all the other players are doing the same thing, so maybe it's not as easy as I'm trying to make it out. And it doesn't look like Tatu is going to be finalist right now, making too big of a mistake on the wall. Woofily bonking into the finish, leaving Tuka and Captain Salmon, our number 3 and 4, to nab a round win. Captain Salmon does hit the wall, does not get sniped from 2nd place, as Woofily and Woofily and Tatu are just too far behind. In fact, Tatu simply DNFs, decides, you know what, there's no need, I'm already in finalist mode, I don't need to keep driving this. But Tuka does land himself into finalist mode as well. So now it's not just one player Captain Salmon and Woofily are trying to deny, it's 2 players. And right now Captain Salmon is not doing the bestest of jobs of doing so, falling behind in 4th place, but giving us a nice overview of what the players are all doing. You can see Tuka, Tank Tryndamere, and Woofily very close to one another. And it's all going to come down again to this quarter pipe beam balancing act. All the players, amazing exits, still staying quite nicely together. Tuka falling behind though, and it's up to the ice slide. Tatu having a great slide, but Woofily as well. It depends on who hits the booster first. It's Woofily. Let's see if they all get the jump. Woofily manages to deny Tatu from finishing. And I'm pretty sure Woofily is just first and second. Yeah, he's very close to hitting finalist mode himself as well. It's going to be a close one. Are we going to have 3 finalists once again? That would be a joy and a treat to watch. Here we go, round number 3 on Rapid. Woofily taking first place right now, but everybody is very close to one another, so we're not out of the woods just yet. In fact, now it is Tank Tryndamere, aka Tatu, in first place, hopefully trying to hold on to it so he can make his way out of the losers finals and into the grand finals. And he is losing quite a lot of players. It's just Captain Salmon right behind him. It's all going to come down to this ice slide. Great slide from Tryndamere, aka Tatu, and looks like we have our first winner. GG to Tatu. We will be seeing him in about 30 minutes in the grand final, joining Mikatro and Clear Vision. And it really is going to come down to who is going to be that fourth player. Who's going to be that fourth player? I didn't even realize we already had 4 rounds in Rapid. That just went by so rapid. Get it? Because that's the name of... Anyways, here's Kartoy to Roost. Players are just going to warm up. And as you can see, we have Woofley very close to getting finalist mode. He just needs to deny Tuka. Captain Salmon is going to have to win a couple more if he wants to stop these other 2 players from advancing and keeping his road to the grand finals intact. Well, it could be over in a flash. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. I'm very, I'm hoping for a couple more rounds personally, but you never know, right? Nonetheless, this has been an amazingly close race with all the players showing the potential of making it out. And we're gonna see if that will compete with the dominance that Mikatro and Clear Vision have been showing so far. Mikatro initially was a bit shaky earlier on in the day, but has been able to recuperate and been showing an amazing performance. Clear Vision we have only been able to see in the winners final, as he was in match 2. We weren't able to cast that. But also great performance all around. But here we go. It could end at any point. All eyes are on Tuka to get that first place and the winners. But Captain Salmon and Woofley aren't just going to let that happen. They're going to fight and they're going to hopefully make this a bit more exciting. You know, I mean, I just want more races, right? That's what I want. I'm a very simple man. I see Trackmania, I want to see races. That's all. And it's very close. All the players still very just a tenth of, not even a tenth, just a tenth of a second between one each other. But Tuka having the better exit right here. Let's see if he's able to keep it together on the final section. Does Woofley snipe? He does not! So close to the snipe, and Tuka holds on to his first place, and there you go. That's it. It's already over. Woofley and Captain Salmon not able to stop Tuka from finishing in first place. And there we have it. We have our final 4 players for the grand finals of the Finnish Trackmania League.